go ahead and jump into it, shall we? So, last time we managed to get a bunch of stuff accomplished, including messing with a lot of the new tech, and we unlocked some stuff in the store. As you can see, that kind of wiped out our exotics. I'd like to try to get some of them burbles. So we're going to be checking some caves. We're going to be going out and trying to collect from the miner that we put down. We want to build an electric one. We want to get a little miner base set up out there. And we've got a couple other things to do. As far as upgrading our current tech, there was an update recently for Icarus in which... Man, what didn't they do? What don't they do? They always do things. Let's double check. Let's triple and double and quadruple check. Looks like they did a bunch of balancing to the network systems. It seems like this week's update wasn't quite as big as some of the other ones. They're going to be doing a bunch of mission fixes and new defense items like brambles, which I'm assuming are going to act like barbed wire, similar to the ones that are out in the swamp biome. Probably just going to be able to plant those around. So you can check your devices and turn them on and off from the network system, things like that. So yeah, nothing we need to worry about too much, but we will be upgrading our base for the most part and seeing how that goes. Hello, Tashi. Long time no see there, Tashi. How is life? Alright, so what do we need in order to do this? Alright, we should probably check our power. Our supply looks pretty good. This isn't operating, but like, I don't think we're ever gonna need it. We'll turn it on if we have to. They also said they made adjustments to the solar panels. Let's see if those are updated. Yeah, they're supplying 6K now, which is crazy. Yeah, I remember you having your headache issues. I'm glad that you're feeling a little bit better, though. Hopefully it stays that way. Yeah, this most recent update, they don't seem to have added anything to the game. just a bunch of quality of life changes for the systems that they've already implemented, which is great. Not a bad thing. Let's see. It's not the one we need. Oh wait, this. Electric extractor. So... if we make a solar panel and a battery bank like we did last time, we'll just hook this up. And we'll keep doing that wherever we need to go. I don't think we need to... we probably actually don't need that. Just a small battery bank in the wind turbine alone, because we don't have to refine the exotics from the purple. So let's make a wind turbine, which means we need electronics. We're gonna need more electronics than that. What are we missing? Copper wire. While we wait for this copper wire to go, we'll head into the cave and get some more copper ore. Exotic meteor shower incoming. Cool. Exotics will respawn in caves now. Perfect. I like that. But yeah, while we clear this out again, as a reminder, we'll be doing 2 days of Icarus, today and tomorrow, followed by where's the rest of these worms? Come on. Followed by basically nothing. We've got a few personal things to take care of this week, so we're going to be doing that. Not really going to have time. On top of which, I'm going to be putting in a new SSD to my computer because the old one is junk. And my wife could use a storage upgrade in her computer anyway, so she's going to take my old hard drive, meaning I have to switch a bunch of stuff out, reinstall a bunch of junk, which is a pain, technically, but very worth it. Because she needs it, and she's worth it. And the trees. I have no idea what that means, Dashy. But yeah, a lot of games recently, like Nightingale and oh Jesus, that was confusing me. I don't know why I couldn't get to the top. Red exotic trees have respawned. Oh, okay, cool. We'll have to head back out there too then and get those hooked back up. I was wanting to go out there and make some permanent platforms, make it easier for us to get in and out of that location. Because right now, rather than running in a straight line towards where we want to go, we're kind of swerving all over the place. And just make things a little bit cleaner. Easier to go get our reds when we need them. But anyway, like I was saying, yeah, things like Nightingale and that Starfield and a couple other games like Ark Ascended have all been complaining at me saying, oh, if you don't have an SSD in your computer, your game's not going to run smoothly. And so having 10-year-old tech in your computer isn't going to do it for you. Technically, the hard drive is only 3 years old. Still runs great, so it's going to be a nice 2 terabyte upgrade to for my wife, but I need something to more stably run things. Hopefully that will take some pressure off of the other tech in my computer. And maybe things will get smoother and easier to record. I don't know. I'm just sort of hoping for the best. Red exotic trees have respawned if they're oh. So they may not have respawned right there. Kind of dumb. I thought those spots never went away if you had like stuff connected to them or something. Oh well. We'll get some of that cooking. This is done. Bam. Get some more electronics going. Oh, the animals are already fed. Okay, that's fine. I need salt. But yeah, I'd be interested to see what this bramble stuff gives us next week. I really think it's just going to be those plants that slow you down in the other zones in the swamp. Another 14, so what, 28? Not bad. And then we'll see if these ones respawn. I like the plants. Might as well drop these off. And more copper. 22 more electronics for a total of 30. What else do we need for the wind turbine? We need aluminum, steel screws, copper. We're gonna need gold. We should take, after we drop off this exotics, we'll go and grab ourselves some gold. Glad you started early? It's not early, it's 5 o'clock. I mean, we were a couple minutes early, but it's not like we're like hours early. There is daylight savings in effect right now too, which probably making it seem earlier than it should be, honestly. Let's see, steel screws, craft up one of those. Cancel this gold. We'll finish that gold after the screw's complete. Oh my god. I can't believe that bug is still in the game. For me, it's an hour early. You guys don't do the daylight savings time stuff? That's a question, not a... No? Oh, well. For me, it's the normal time. So, for you, until winter time comes back around, I'll be starting at this exact time every day. So... time stays the same there. They're trying... There was something going on where people were trying to get it taken away. Kind of hope they do. Because it messes with a lot of stuff, but... yeah, no, it's daylight savings time, if you don't know what that is. Basically, during the... spring, we move ahead an extra hour, so that way there's more daylight hours that you're awake for, and that way you can be more productive. And then in the winter, we move back an hour, so that way we have an extra bit of daytime. That way people can be more productive during the day. And occasionally, they do the whole leap year thing, and I don't know how many places do all these things. Like, it's very convoluted. They just need to do away with the whole system. If we think about it, if we had 13 months instead of 12 months, every single day would be 28 days. You wouldn't need to leap anywhere. It seems like only the northern hemisphere has that. Yeah. I think Canada does it as well. I'm not positive. That's how it was, and then they changed it? What, the 13 months thing? What are we missing? Aluminum? Did I put the aluminum in the wrong bench? Oh, I did. Well, see, that I didn't know. And also, why change something like that? I mean, it's no sense. Let's craft one of these, and then we need an electric drill. Extractor. It only takes 20 iron? What? Let's go. Do we have our electric tool on us? We don't. Is that a moa I'm hearing? It doesn't sound like a moa. What is that? Did they add the kiwis in? Maybe it's a kiwi. That'd be cool. I don't think they did, though. I think we'd have heard something about that. Maybe it's just ambient and I'm losing my mind. See, that was a kiwi. Or that was a moa. What was I doing? Right, electric tool. Where's that at? Christmas Day isn't the day Jesus was born. It was April 1st. Yeah, but that's why I keep saying that there's a lot of people... Why is this gone? Where did that go? What is happening? Did I remove that for some reason and not put it back? Also, why is this light off? Oh, it must be in power save mode. That's a problem. We're going to have to prioritize all of our lights. But why isn't the battery kicking in and keeping those on? It drained the battery that fast. There's only a 7,000 supply. It hasn't been nighttime for that long. We need more batteries. Or we need more wind turbines. I left the other wire. You're right, I did. Need to make a new one. That's fine. I did that intentionally, you're right. I just forgot that I left it there. In case we ended up needing it for something. Like to move around our bases or whatnot. That's fine. That's good. Thank you for reminding me. There we are. We need gold and copper. Let's go do the thing. I hope that's not what's actually happening. Is it my computer that's doing that? What is going on? Oh, I see what happened. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. There was... on my... It's hard to describe. So, like, my cursor was, like, lagging and skipping all over the place, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. Here, I had accidentally... I'm not used to having two screens, even though this one's like an itty-bitty screen, but it's still better than using that tablet for reading chat. and like I dragged the cursor off the screen, and on the second screen the cursor was lagging like crazy, and it's because it was still trying to operate as if it was inside the game, so it was like jumping all over the place and just acting all screwy. But here it resolved as soon as I hit the Windows key and tapped over to the other screen properly. So we just try not to do that in the future. It's causing some FPS issues. Alright, you have the scanner. You can have my bed and my fire. Do we have a thing down yet? Does not look well. Yeah, we do. During storms, we're supposed to get diminished returns. It doesn't show though. It doesn't show that here though. Click on something by accident. Yeah. It's whatever. We'll just make sure that if I open up Windows, I keep track of where... Why did I just see damage numbers? What took damage? The wind turbines are taking damage? Because of the storm. The storm's making them spin faster. Wind turbines have to be outside in order to work, but they take damage in storms. Icarus. Seriously? Alright, well, we're going to take away the wind turbines most likely. Not using a wind turbine out where we're going. Maybe we'll use this wind turbine here instead of out there. But we're not using it, we're not using them out anywhere on their own, because it's dumb. I hate it. I hate everything about it. I want to be able to automate things and not have to check on them every 5 seconds to see if they're functioning. I hate that. There, will you function there? Hey. Alright, so what do we need for a... First off, let's grab this. What do we need for a solar panel instead? We need 30 electric, glass, and composite. Easy enough. I don't. Honestly, Tashi, yeah, I'll definitely go and leave feedback for sure. The game is the Icarus is already an extremely grindy game, right? And if I'm trying to word it politely, the game is grindy. It is. It's just the game. Like, survival games in general are grindy games. I don't mind that, honestly. But when you make the game grindy, because that's the fun part of leveling all the way up, by the time you get to the portion whenever you're at this high-tech stage, you're supposed to be at the mode where you can just set it and forget it. Not throw more grind on top of a grind on top of a grind on top of a grind, thinking that people aren't going to get frustrated. Like, it doesn't make sense. When you hit end game, the game is over. So let people just have, if you want to make them still make the things, fine. You make all the tech, you build the things the way you want, but now that the game is over, now you're relaxing, you're going out, you're just making your own fun in the world, you're going and trying new base designs, things like that. You shouldn't have to then, this isn't fucking, apologies for the language, I lost my temper. This isn't Stardew Valley. Your goal isn't to be sitting there maintaining a farm all day. Like, if you want to play a cozy game where your entire game loop revolves around maintaining something, great. That isn't what how I want to enjoy this game. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to go out and explore the world and make interesting things and unlock all the achievements, and I can't do that if I have to stop back into my base every 3 seconds, right? To repair something. I don't like it. Let's just leave it at that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want it. I'm gonna leave some feedback. Politely. The devs have done a great job making this game into something that is a lot of fun. When I first started playing the game, I did not like the game. It was fun for short bursts. Go in, do a mission, uninstall the game for a few months, log back in, do a couple missions, log back out. Like, that was my game loop until they brought out the open world. And now I've just been doing mostly just the open world stuff because it's a lot of fun. Right? You're literally just making your own adventure the whole time. And it feels like every time they turn around, they're attempting to cut people off at the knees. Like, no. Bad. You're not allowed to enjoy our game that way. No. Like, what? Oh well. Worst case scenario, like, I have a lot of faith that they'll listen to their community, right? Like, because they've done it in the past. The devs have been pretty good about updating and fixing and all this stuff. I give them all the credit and praise in the world, but at the same time, that doesn't mean I have to like the end product. So, I don't know. Maybe it's personal preference. Maybe other people out there are thoroughly enjoying it the way it is. There we go. We got some electronics coming. But yeah, we'll go and collect up our extractor, and we'll put down a semi-permanent one. So what we need is 4 walls, a floor, and a ceiling. Make it unlimited and not have a cap on it. That's very true. I mean, they fixed a lot of the issues with the bees really quickly too. Like I have complete faith that they have the best interests of their community at heart. I really legitimately do think that they care what the community has to say. And we'll see a change quickly. So it's not a big deal. So here we go. We can set those up. And then the solar panel and the extractor. What did I want to do? Oh, we want to take the one off the horse. Can I swap these with you? Yes, perfect. You know what? We don't need to. We know where we're going for this first one. So give me that. 8 walls, 8 floors. Actually, because it's the Arctic, we can't even use these. Never mind. Nothing attacks the extractor anyway. We don't need that. We'll just make another bed. We'll make another bed and another fire. And we'll just keep beds and fires in all the caves. I need stones. And I need furs. Is that... That can't be all the furs we have. No, we've got some in here still, but we might want to get furs from animals as we're out and about today. Ugh. Lots to do. Craft up a bed. Craft up a fire. How are we on wood? Terrible. Great. So, at any rate, yeah, only 2 days this week on YouTube. Technically, I want to try for more days this week. Right now, I'm just saying only 2 because I'm not sure how long it's going to take to get these things finished, because I've got my wife's computer to fix up so that way she's ready for work. I've got my computer to mess with, and we're just generally going to be busy taking care of some things now that we have a little bit of extra funds to take care of hospital bills and all that stuff. We've got an eye doctor's appointment set up for her because her glasses haven't been updated for a lot longer than they should have been. Things like that. So we're getting some real life junk taken care of that we've unfortunately been holding off on. Remove plant. Figure out. Okay, remove plant. These are done. That one's done. That one's done. That one's done. All of our exotic plants are done. So let's see if we can't bring back some exotic seeds as well. And we'll plant this one in the meantime. Bam. Oh, how's our bees doing? That one's going good. This one's out of bees. And this one needs queen bees. So while we're out, if we happen to see any more beehives, we'll bring back some queens. Keep that hooked up to the power grid, why not? Why do I feel like the power went down when I equipped that? Wasn't it at 7,600? Am I going crazy? $72. Okay, jeez. One of these days, my memory is just going to do something like so out of the blue, like actually remember things, that it's going to startle me. All right, let's see. We need one more electronics. We have the 33 in here. Glass and composite. We need 60 glass. We're gonna need more silica. So let's head back to that cave. Maybe we'll find some bees while we're in there. The generator is up. That could be it too. You might be right, Tashi. I did turn off the generator. Might as well take some of this copper with us too. It's still so odd that this the extractor wiggles in front of your face when you're swimming. It's very odd. much more do we need? Like 6. One solar panel. I think that's everything. Solar panel, extractor, and a wiring thing. And then you have my other bed and my scanner. So let's go do the purples. And then we'll start working on gathering up resources in order to build those upgrades. We're going to make platforms and all those things so we can make a road basically out to where we want to do the breads. No. No red flowers there today. Be right back, getting ready for bed. Alrighty, Tashi. I like the horse, it's just not as fast as the moa. And on the way back, we'll check a couple caves for exotics and things like that. Grab. Alright, horse. You follow me, buddy. We're gonna go over here and smack that this and that, and then we're gonna go and take out our. That's not an axe. And then we're gonna smack this, and this, and this, and this. Gonna make up 2 torches. Let's swap out the lantern for torches while we're in the Arctic zone. And we don't need that. We should have just swapped out the water bottles. It's whatever. I don't feel like running all the way back. Okay. Go away, wolf. Bother me. Really? Alright, let's see how that works for you, buddy. How's it working? Working real good? Going the way you expected? You jerk. Man, that's a thick ice wall. Come on. Oh, you were on follow. That's right. Excellent. Well, no exotics in here for us, horse. We're out. I don't know how you... I genuinely don't know how you got through that. You're cheating. You're cheating somehow. I know it. Stop it. Oof, the stutters are bad today. The electrical update that they did was huge. Like, it changed a lot of stuff about electrical systems, which is great. For the better. It did also, however, impact game performance. Setting it back a few updates, which is rough. cave. I don't see any down there either. Now, there's a bed. There's a spot to sleep. That. Oopsie. That. Good morning. Trying to find exotics in caves in the Arctic region. I don't think it's gonna happen. We're just gonna ignore the caves out here, unfortunately. Let's just get to our exotic site and set down our resources, wire it all up, and then we'll get to the thing. Go. Welcome back. You look very confused, Shaggy. Bye, buddy. Okay. That was a good tactic. They confused me. They sunk halfway into the ground. No, 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 no. Don't go down there. Come on, jump. Jump, you horse. No, lag spike knocked me all the way in. Yeah, I know it's here, game. Boom! Bam! Perfect. You're really going to attack that? Okay. Probably shouldn't... What are you looking at? Probably shouldn't be using ice bullets on these wolves. I didn't even see that wolf, I'm gonna be honest with you. Heck with it. We'll leave these things here for now. Let's go work on the other stuff we need to do, and then we'll come back and grab even more. Is this just a designated spawn point? Hey, wolves, level 3. No, that's regular wolves. Oops. Are wolves just one category? Oh, here we go. 80%. A lore entry. Meh. Okay. Oops. I be bleeding. Horse be hungry. I think one of the things we're gonna do is make a way up here as well. I think like right at this corner, because if you look, like there's already kind of a way down. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but we can get up and down that easier from this side, I think. Yeah, you see how it's sloped? It's hard to really. It might be hard to see. But it has a clear defined slope right there, and this is probably the highest point, and that will take you all the way up rather than just part of the way up a straight faced wall. No, we fell for the trap. I thought it was ice. Oh well, we managed to get that stuff done. How much time you got, Tashi, before your power goes out? It's a convenient question, I suppose, with a convenient answer. Stupid power is up. I'm sorry. I do not envy your situation one little bit. You're on data now. Don't chew up all of your data this time. I don't want you running into that same situation you had the last time. Believe me, I so appreciate and enjoy having you here, but last thing I want is for you to not be able to enjoy the internet whenever you don't have access to power for long periods of time. AKA your house getting hit by lightning. That sucked bad. Yeah. When my house got hit by lightning and I didn't have a computer for like 6 months. Yeah, I remember that. That was not... So I meant to land in the water. I landed in the... landed on a rock. Busted my horse in half. It's not great. At any rate, while we're on our casual walk here, if you missed it, we had a Sons of the Forest go live today. It is prior to 1.0. It's just me and my buddy Ralph Sims playing and having a ton of fun with that. Him and I have been doing a lot of recordings together lately. At least up until his computer started having issues. His ability to even record anything lately has gone to 0, and it's not great. Really hope that his stuff gets working a little bit better. That's why when we hear it, all the stuff's getting put off immediately. That's what I do. And turning stuff off isn't enough. You understand that, right? Like, you have to unplug it. Like, you can't just turn it off. Because it's still connected to a wired circuit that, while surge protectors and fuses exist, can still transfer a charge and cause some of your equipment to be damaged. It's best if you unplug all that stuff, like directly from the wall. And if you have like coax cables or anything like that running in between equipment, you need to unplug that. Like, there's a whole process to make sure that you're keeping your equipment as safe as possible. But like, which is why those really large, like, surge protectors / battery backups are really good for your computer. Is when a storm hits, you can just unplug that bad boy and everything is off. Like, everything is off. That's what I do anyway. Plug it in to charge it, so that way it has a charge just in case the unforeseen power outage happens. And then unplug it during really bad storms. Like, I don't want to take any more chances with my computers. So I don't blame you with that one bit, Tashi. I really don't. Computers are expensive to replace. Like, don't risk your equipment for nothing. The one thing we got lucky with when my wife, because she got so sick, they're allowing my wife to work from home, which they already had a work from home program set up to begin with at her company. So she just got put on it in a more permanent basis, so that way she could recover and just keep doing what she's doing there, because she's been working there for a long time and supposedly she's valued there, which is great. So, you know, a little bit of job security on top of everything else, which is awesome. But whenever they allow people to work from home, the company actually gives a laptop to the worker to use, along with a monitor and stuff like that. Now, the company says that you should have 3 monitors to do optimal work. She didn't have that, so we had to replace that one. We had to get her another one, and then get rid of this little itty bitty tiny one that she was using, which is now what I'm using for chat. And then, even with that, she still needs another one. And the computer that she's currently using for not work purposes, because she's not allowed to use her work computer for anything but work, was like a $300 computer that we got her several years ago. Like, we're talking the bare minimum. Like, the thing turns on and runs. Don't try to play games on it. Like, she doesn't do a lot of gaming. Like I said, I met her playing MMOs and stuff like that. But ever since she's gotten sick, she's just not really been into gaming. So, like, she's able to play her games, but like, she's mostly into, like, oh, I'm gonna go play that mystery PI stuff, you know, the search a picture, find a hidden object, and she does a lot of those like Candy Crush games and stuff like that now, mostly mobile gaming things. She does do some of the sim games, though. She likes her city skylines and things like that. But I'm hoping that we can... for whatever reason, and it might sound morbid, but like, if she's not long for this world for whatever reason, and God, I hope that's not the case. I hope to have her around for many, 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 many more years. But I'd like to see her be able to enjoy herself while she's still around. So if we can figure out a way to update some of these things, which is partly why as I get new tech for my PC, I'm going to be upgrading hers. And that way she can play all the things that she wants. Slow as hell. Exactly what my mom plays. Your mom plays the City Skylines or the Mystery PI stuff? Or all of the above? All of the above. Because my wife likes playing those city builder things. Oh, the hidden object stuff? Yeah. When my house was hit by lightning and I didn't have a computer for months on end, I kind of took over those games from her. she had a lot of those games on the tablet that I was up until last week using for my chat to watch chat. Yeah, she had those all loaded up on there, and didn't have a computer, so would sit there and watch that instead. Just sit there and click, 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 click. Just so boring, so bored. Oh man, but you whenever you have an addiction problem to gaming, you make do. Alright, since we're going back to the Arctic, let's switch this out. We'll put that in there. And let's figure out these ramps and stuff situations. We actually have 20 ramps right here. Bam. We have 13 pillars right here. Bam. And then we need some flat surfaces. So here's some stone floors. Actually, because it's the Arctic, they'll just end up breaking. They'll crumble into dust and that'd be pointless. Forget it. I wish there was a way to protect things from the snow. There's no point in me building these ramps out there. I could bring ramps with me every time I go out, but I also don't feel like doing that. I did post a new YouTube video of lightning. You did? Where did you post that at? Oh my god. Please stop with the game stutters there, buddy. Ooh, we're running out of food. What do we have in here still? 17. Top that up. We either need... What do we have in here? So, we'll finish this up and then work on the bacon next. Cook carrots. On my channel. Alright, let's see. Three days ago. Lightning is scary, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It's very pretty. I'm not turning on the audio because I'll get copyright strike. Wow. Technically, you would have to be the one to copyright strike me, but I'm still not turning on the audio. Lightning is pretty. I love listening to the sound of rain and lightning when I'm... well, lightning doesn't make the sound, the thunder does, but still. I love listening to those sounds when I'm trying to sleep. So we need... Is it just carrots? I think it's just carrots. Let's go grab some carrots. Alright, yeah. Bam. Make all those up. So that way we don't run out. Also, I gave you a sub, Dashy. Where is... Let's grab a simple quest while we're... Crafting tools. Sure. Why not? All the way out there? We need... water skins. Do we have water skins in here? We have one. Does not... Oh, wait. We have to put them in there. Water skins. So we need 4 more water skins. Three water bombs. I mean... Water bomb... Why can't I craft this? Oh, leather. Thank you for the sub. No. No, no. Don't you thank me. You hurry up and put more stuff on there so that way you can grow out your channel. That's how you thank me. Why that no craft? Why you no do? You do! Do thing! Come on. Craft. Yay! Okay, there's that. And that. Water skin. We need 4 and 4 oxygen bladders. So, leather for days. Okay, there's that. We can go hand these in on our way to the next place, which is going to be... We need ramps. Pillars and roofs. Leave this here. And then we can start making ramps and stuff. Before we leave, though... Why are you so weak? You need to get stronger. You carry these things and maybe you'll grow the muscles that you need. Bam. Open this door. Let's grab some of that. Now it seems like this battery update really impacted performance of this game. Like, my FPS is going like huge dips. Not just the frame skips like usual, but like just dropping off for no reason. Hey, we got glass now. Perfect. See? Do you see? And this is why I put this in the water. I've actually had people ask me, why bother putting the fence in the cave entrance? And that is exactly why. You see it? Right there. You're why. Bad doggo. Bad. This is exactly why. For some reason, they tend to spawn on the other side of the cave and just swim through. And I would rather our creatures not be eaten. Thank you very much. Why are there so many birds? Bad. Bad bird. Go ahead, make one more loop. Why does it look like your wings are moving at like 3 FPS? I don't like it. And I still can't hit you because lag. What are you doing? Haha! Give me that carcass. You're coming with me. Oh no, wait. This bird might... No! Wrong thing! Pick that back up. No, not that. Bird. Drop the bird. Give me this bird. You got arrow for me? That bird did not no arrows that it did have. Okay, let's repair the lantern and head on out. Actually, I should probably run to the restroom before we end up on a long trip. I always tend, I should really stop, but I always tend to drink a lot of coffee before I stream to make sure I'm as energetic as I can be, especially since my sleep schedule has been so terrible lately. A lot of stressful things going down, and I just can't shut the brain off to sleep properly. I get like 3 hours of sleep, and then I wake up, and I'm up for several hours. Then I sleep for 3 hours, and I'm up for several hours. It is very unhealthy. I need to get my sleep schedule fixed. It's not good, buddy. Coffee doesn't keep me awake either. I just love the way it tastes. Plus, I love having something nice and warm when I wake up. But it does go through my system quickly. They say people who don't get jittery from coffee are typically people who have like ADHD issues, like hypertension. People who are naturally hyper. When they drink coffee, it actually calms them down because caffeine has like the opposite effect on people like that, which is me all day. So I could drink a whole pot of coffee and go straight to sleep. No issues. My sleep issues come from lately not being able to shut my brain off because of real world issues. Life and finances and blah 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 blah. Nobody needs to hear that story again. So we'll drop off all these when I get back. We'll go and we'll build out a nice little ramp system out to the red exotic, see if those are available. And on the way back from doing the red exotic stuff, we'll see if any of those things are done. What are they called? We'll see if any of those caves spawned any exotics that we can mine. And we'll get all those done because it's going to be another 3 hours or so before we can get more exotics to spawn. So if we do them today, when we log in next time, hopefully we'll get another meteor storm. But yeah, I do apologize. I'm going to need just a moment, and then we're going to head out to the volcanic region and get all the new stuff done. We're actually making a lot of progress with our tech, and we don't have very many things to do in the open world. Tomorrow, I think we'll be in a different open world since we're caught up on the current updates. Today, I just want to mess around, build some platforms and some ramps, and get things looking nice. So that way we can more easily collect the exotics in the future. And when they add another update, we'll be back on Prometheus. Tomorrow, I think we'll go back to Styx. I think we're going to go to Styx. And we're going to build out all the battery systems again, and we're going to get all that stuff caught up to date. And then the following week, assuming that they don't have anything really good on the update list, we'll probably go back to Olympus and do the same thing there. And we'll just keep these bases updated until they have like all of the new systems in place and we're ready for any future systems that they put out. Primarily want to make sure that we don't have too much of a grind once the new content does come out. We can just go and run through it and have a good time. And in the meantime, we can just relax and chill and get as much, we'll do some decorating and try to unlock some of these achievements and stuff. Like right now, if we go to our accolades and achievements, we still got a few things that we need to cook, which we could probably start doing soon. We've got a bunch of fishing ones to do. We've got a bunch of bestiary things to do. We still got the zebras to do. We got to get knife kills, which if we go into the Arctic, we'll get the knife kills super fast. Bow kills we'll get over time because I use those. And then the handgun kills, what I think we're going to do for that is we're just going to spend time going in and out of that, what's it called place? The shooting range. Like, we'll just go to the shooting range several times. Because I want to test a few things there anyway. And then we have to get stealth crit kills, which is just crouch before you shoot. So, like, Those ones would go real easy. But, like, ones we can focus on are the fishing pretty easily. We can start working on killing the bosses. Like the alpha wolf and stuff we can get here. The sandworms. The cave worms we've already got done. Is the land shark on here? Teenage worm. I don't... Alpha wolf is there. Giant scorpions will be easy enough to do. Because the bosses, it seems like they made it so that way they fill out faster. Bear cubs, we can get that done by doing the geysers. Yeah, land shark is on there. So I don't have a thumper for this map. We might do is grab a thumper and we can just put it outside a base. A land shark is easy enough to kill as long as you have a nice open area. Then the sandworm and cave worms. So I'd also like to get the... Do I have that backpack unlocked? I want to get the skinning backpack so when we do those bosses, we can actually get the trophies from them. Request equipment. I'm fairly certain we have all the backpacks unlocked. But do I have one crafted? It's this one, the skinning one. I don't think I have it crafted. Xenon. You don't get trophies from them? Can you not make trophies for the bosses? Or do you use the special parts you get from them to make it? Like the scales and whatnot. I honestly thought you could make... What? Oh, that's terrible. Lame. There's a scorpion trophy. The Tusker trophy we'll never be able to get on this map. Are there different mammoths? Yeah. There are different mammoth trophies. Woolly mammoth and the Colombian. Okay, well. That's a shame. From what I understand, they made it easier for you to collect the ones from the bosses. Now, we can't get the sandworm here. We can't get any bosses here. So, like, when we go to Styx, I think that's going to be a better opportunity to get a lot of these achievements done. Like, zebras and stuff, we're not going to get done here. There's some animals that we can only do here. Like, rock drake, or the rock, the Drax. Jeez, too many games on my brain. Drax, the stalkers. We need to be able to get the turtles, the reds and the blues. the shotgun lizards, all those things. We need to get all them. So, like, we've got a lot to do on this map still. But the bestiary thing is honestly going to be the last thing we do. And not because I'm dreading doing it, but because I know in the process of us getting things done, like going and building things and going and doing missions and going and doing extracting exotics and things like that, we're gonna kill these things because we just will. So we'll passively get as much as we can, and then when that's the only thing we have left, we'll do it. But the fishing thing might be fun. Do we even have a fishing? I think we do. Yeah, we do. And then we should make a fishing scanner at some point too. There's just a cave one. Okay, well, regardless, we're good to go. But yeah, I'm sitting here dancing, so give me a moment. I want to run to the restroom. I'll be back as quick as I can, and then we'll continue. Remember that tomorrow we are going to be doing 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, another thing of Icarus, and then we're done streaming for the week until next Sunday where we come back for more Icarus. We may stream over on Twitch one of those days. It all depends on how fast I can get my wife's computer updated and all the files transferred off of one hard drive to another hard drive, making sure nothing goes wrong, making sure that all of my streaming software is running properly, doing all those checks, reinstalling games, you know, the whole changing of the guard as far as all that equipment goes. So on top of just being busy with IRL stuff. So at any rate, I will be right back. Hopefully you're still enjoying the content. If you are heading out, be sure to do the likes and subs things. Maybe share out some of the other content if you are really so inclined. It'd help me out greatly. In the meantime, give me just a moment, and I'll be right back. it got dark while I was away. Fantastic. So, that obviously means bedtime. Good. Let's grab up the... Let's grab up our cooling bottle. That scared the crap out of me. What? What did? I'm sorry. It was not my intention. I think we have everything we need. You know what? I'm gonna take loud. Yeah, I could see how that would be startling. I think we already have one out there, but I'd like to have two, so we're just gonna take this one and we can rebuild it whenever we get back. To stop making that noise. Come on, yeah. You have two out there already? Okay. I will trust that your memory is better than mine. Because I don't trust mine. So, that works for me. It's not so much that my brain doesn't want to retain this information. I think it's just the fact that I play so many different survival games. Remembering what I'm doing from one episode to another is rough. Oh. Yeah, heck with it. We can do this. We have stuff when we get out there. We have enough to make an emergency torch. Good enough. Yeah, somewhere out here where it's like nice and open and semi-flat is we'll just throw down a thumper and do those kind of things. I think maybe we'll stay here on Prometheus and just build a thumper and fight the sandworm over and over, or the land shark over and over, and see how that do. The land shark takes like literally 3 bullets to kill, so it'll take a few kills to farm it up. I'm wondering what is our progress on the land shark. Teenage worm, 16%. Where is the sand? sandworm is at 93%. We're almost done with that. The giant scorpion's going to take a while. This one's going to take a while. Land shark is at 21%. And we haven't killed very many land sharks. 3 or 4 maybe? So, like, the bosses go quick. We can just focus on killing a bunch of bosses. But we're not getting any of those giant scorpion kills very quickly. Well, we can get them quickly. They're just going to be a pain to do each and every one because they take a while. So what we're going to need to do is bring that new knife with us, make a bunch of knives, and just a couple arrows, and we'll fight those scorpions. As long as we have healing items and no storms, we should be able to deal with the desert stuff pretty easily. Speaking of sandworms, I'm curious if anybody's been looking at that Dune game that's coming out, the MMO. I'm actually curious to see how it comes out, and willing to give it a shot. There's also another MMO called PAX Day that's coming out too, and then I'm gonna try to check that out. This year we should see Once Human coming out, like Q3. They're going to be doing a beta coming up here in I want to say like the 3rd of April. They pushed it back a little bit. It was supposed to be on the 23rd of this month. Haven't been on my PC in a while. Yeah, I understand that. I'm really looking forward to playing this Once Human because Ralph Sims Gaming and I had so much fun playing that. Like, it's really good. I'm trying to talk Josh, aka Late Night Stream, into playing with me. He didn't seem convinced that he wanted to do like recordings for it. He said he might do streams or something, but like, it's a game that is done really well on my channel, like hundreds of views per video. So I really want to make that a mainstay on the channel. We're gonna keep doing Icarus until they stop producing content for it. So no worries there, but it might be one of the things that we do every week. No power or lightning, neither of which are good. I think I went too far north. Whoops. Yeah, I fully understand why they were slowing down on some stuff. I just chose to not air that because it's his business. But whatever they decide to do, I'm hoping to see them get some more things out there. And I know it wasn't too long ago that I had lost my father, and I know what that does to your mental state, so definitely don't want to pressure them in that respect. But, like, it wasn't so much that I was wanting to see them do more things, just to do that one specifically. Because I know he's been doing Sons of the Forest stuff, and been doing, still doing Icarus updates. I don't know. I think me and Ralph are gonna try to do a lot of those things. The problem is with Ralph having computer issues, like he can play for like less than an hour at a time before his computer just randomly shuts off. Which sounds like a power supply issue, but he says he's replaced the power supply and it's still happening, which means it's probably a motherboard issue. And the motherboard issue means you need to get a new case, and having computer issues of any kind sucks. So I get it. Pass it up. Oh, here we go. Okay. What's weird, like, my top priority whenever it comes to survival games used to be like I want to be able to go into a survival game situation and just be able to roll through the content with some difficulty but with a lot of enjoyment, and be able to do it solo. You know what I mean? I haven't really, in the past, been like, oh, it'd be nice if I could enjoy this with my friends, because, like, don't usually... Most of the people that I enjoy gaming with aren't big into survival games. But ever since I started working with Ralph, and occasionally with Josh, like... I've really grown to enjoy working with other people as far as survival games are concerned. What am I hearing? One more stealth kill. It's just... It's very odd for me. I guess I'm just that big a loser. Like I don't really have friends that want to do that kind of stuff. It's because of all this, the introverted nature that I just have in general. Like for me, making friends and long-lasting connections is always been a struggle. So like just never really had that stuff, and as such never really sought it out. There we go. Now we can get up here easier. There's a goat. I don't know if anybody here watches IGP, but the goats on this map remind me of Black Phillip, which is like an all-black demon goat. It's basically Satan. Evil, evil goat. Can you hold anything? Here, hold this. And then give me a water bottle, and you drinkify some water. You should come to a stage when you don't... Yeah. Yeah, you do. Everybody does. That's that, what did my friends call it when they were growing up? It's like that, just a symptom of getting old. Like life is short to begin with, and as you get older, you realize I ain't got much time left. So I have even less time now to care what other people think. I wasn't shy when I was younger. I really wasn't. I was just not confident in anything I did. Very abused in and out of school. Like, I used to take a Votech class, which you would go there to learn like computer science and stuff like that. And the children were pretty cruel when the teacher's back wasn't turned. When the teacher's back was turned, they would be very cruel. And like one of the worst things, like some of the kids would grab some of the electrical wires from the computers and just start whipping people with them while the teacher wasn't in the room. And when I told the teacher literally laughed at me and said, "You need to get a thicker skin and grow up." So that's when I dropped out of school. I said, literally, fuck you, fuck your school system, and go fuck yourself, and left. So my career prospects are basically nil. Nil to none. So trying to make a go of this YouTube thing is probably the most lucrative thing I'll ever be able to do in my life. So I'm really trying to make a go of it for financial reasons for my wife and kids. But not only that, I enjoy the hell out of it. So, like, the public school system doesn't care about your kids. Nowadays, they just want to push their politics, and if you allow the public school system to raise your kids instead of giving them additional care when they're at home and caring about what they're learning and seeing, I don't know. In my opinion, that's a problem. To be fair, you raise your kids however you want, but that's not how I'm going to raise mine. That's why they're also homeschooled. So, like, I'm not going to go into the politics that people have because I don't do the political stuff here. But suffice to say that things have gotten a little out of hand. The kind of things that people want to politicize nowadays, and I would rather teach that kind of stuff to my children rather than have a stranger teach that stuff to my children. Which way are we supposed to go in here? I think we need to take a left. Looks like we're going uphill. This should be right. Yeah, here we are. Perfect. Didn't come to school the next day. Yeah, that's kind of what happened to me and one of my bullies as well. Like, you can only push people so far before they snap. Like, the real lesson to be learned from all that, though, is you need to just respect people. Like, people, you don't go and harass somebody because they're a different skin tone than you are. You don't go and harass somebody because they're from a different region of the world from you. You don't go and harass somebody because their politics or their religion is different from yours. Like, what the world needs is more tolerance, which doesn't mean you have to like these people. It just means leave them alone. You tolerate people by walking away, turning the other cheek, and just let live and let live. Like, if I don't care what side of the road you're on, if you're trying to push what you believe on other people, you're in the wrong, in my opinion. Like, just have some self-respect, have some respect for others, and Let people live their lives. It's that simple. But the real problem becomes is bullies don't care. Like they get enjoyment from it. It's not a difference in opinion. It's just that they're just creeps. Like, to an extent, I feel sorry for these people, but at the same time, like, if that's how you're gonna end up living your life, then it's easier for me to just walk away and not be a part of whatever you think you are. Whoops. I don't know what happened to the world, but for some reason it seems like kindness, at least as far as what the news would have you believe, is a flaw. Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. But at any rate, that's why I don't ask anybody, especially when they come into my streams and stuff. Don't ask you what your gender is or what your age is or your race is. If it comes up in conversation organically and that's something you want to disclose, great. All the power to you. But it's not important to the fact that you're an individual that is due the respect of being a person. And that's what matters. Now, if you then choose to disrespect me, well, then the gloves come off. But, like, until such a point, there's always the opportunity for everybody to just get along. Like, we're all here for one thing: play a game. You know, like, there's no reason for people to be at odds. Like, if we have different opinions on games, that's cool too. You're welcome to air those grievances. Make friends, not enemies. Yeah. It's always nice to have that one person that will have your back no matter what. And if you find that person, whatever you do, don't betray them in any way. Because finding somebody like that again is probably going to be pretty difficult. And not just because like you just should treat everybody like that. period. I mean, obviously don't treat everybody like your best friend the first time you meet them, but becoming acquaintances could lead into a lot of great things in your future. That could, you never know, blossom into a long-standing friendship or turn out to be something more than that. But if you never take the opportunity to show somebody respect when you first meet them, then you'll never know what it could have been. You know what I mean? Like, you got the very basics of humanity dictates treat people the way you want to be treated. In biblical terms, eye for an eye. Like, I really don't do the religious stuff, but like, most of them, is from what I understand, try to teach you to be good to people. Which is respectable, but like, I don't know. I just don't do that stuff. No! Our tree's not here, by the way. Let's go check the other one. Ooh. Did we take everything out of the storage here? Hold on. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother moving the camp right now. Yeah, we don't have any exotics getting cleaned right now. Let's at least repair this. And go see if our other one is there. I don't know. But the whole respect others thing is not something that I was taught, like, in a general sense. It's not something my parents instilled in me. Like, because they were very nasty people. But seeing how nasty they were and how miserable it made them, like, I think that's what taught me in general. Like, watching other people's failures has showed me the type of person that I want to be. And the type of person I don't want to be. Oh, this one's here. Okay, so let's grab this. And we connect that to that. And then we need the electrical wire. And we connect that to that. There we go. And we let this one go. But you were right. We do have two of these out here. There's one right here. It's such an awesome zone. I don't know. We got caught up in real talk, so I don't know what I was talking about. We can, I guess, I don't know. We're gonna head back and set down any more platforms that we have. We're also going to head out to grab up some purples, and then we've got to hand in that mission. A couple little things to do. It's just one of those chill days where we get a lot accomplished, but we have to do very little. Knife this thing. But apologies if my being honest with people about life in general, or at least my life experiences, scared anybody away. But I'm never anything if not honest with people, so. But yeah, I think tomorrow our goal is going to be making a thumper and farming the land shark. And then we'll see what else we can get done. What is going on here? That's a dangerous wave right there. Don't want no part of it. I guess it's about to be dark. Let's go to our other facility and sleep. That's new? Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. So perhaps Sims Gaming. One of the people I was just talking about. Just telling everybody that you need to get your computer fixed so we can start recording things again. This. Split that, leave that here, and we'll sleep. Good morning, and then we can deactivate that. exotics in this corner haven't respawned yet. Oh well. Did you end up watching that Sons of the Forest recording? I mean, obviously you know what was what's in it, but like, didn't know if you watched. I had fun with that one. I made a ton of shorts for those as well. And I did some shorts for the 7 Days to Die stuff that we recorded. But I don't have those put out just yet. I'm thinking about once Alpha 22 comes out for 7 days, I'm going to be jumping in and recording that for YouTube. And then I'll put out the Alpha 21 stuff with you and I. Come on. Come on. Alright, you don't want to jump over there. Well, let's do this. I wish we could... Okay. Well, that's just kind of rude. See, and this is where respect comes into play. See, if you weren't such a jerk, you wouldn't be burning to death right now, you know? Like, this is on you, buddy. Yeah, you can hop, but can you swim? Because, like, yeah. You're not looking so hot. Well, actually, you're looking very hot. A little, just a little too hot, actually. Just got done streaming, went great. You were streaming while I was streaming. We should have been streaming together, buddy. Yeah, I'm glad your stream went great. Oh, man. If this zone wasn't such, like, a hellscape, I would definitely want to live here. I just like the atmosphere. It's really cool. Like, the biggest turnoff for me wanting to live in this zone are the drifters that will just walk or fly over, float over, whichever you want to call it, stand above your base and just poop on it all day until it's in little tiny pieces. See, this is much easier. We can get in and out of this zone much faster now. Now, the next section is where we're going to have the issue of having to go over top of like 16 mountains, and we're just going to lay down platforms. The whole goal of this trip was to platforms and re-up the exotic trees. So, mission halfway successful. Let's finish up building some more platforms. and ramps, and we'll go from there. Just such an awesome zone. Okay. Don't break. Good. Good. And then we take this. There. Oh. Well then. Well, let's do this first. Maybe that'll help enough for us to get over that? Okay, yeah, now we can get up here easier. Whatever. Just had to get... Alright. That's fine. Oh, this way. Don't want to end up in worm cave territory again. Perfect. Lamp off. We are headed... Well, not there. To like here? Get so lost in that cave. Like, that's one thing that I usually don't have a problem with. I have had problems with it in the past. Don't get me wrong, I'm not flawless, but my sense of direction, I feel like, is really, really good. Like, I don't get lost in games too often. When I do, I get really lost. Like, I don't, it's like just restart the game so I can figure out. Like, restart completely to figure out where I've been, where I'm going. That's right, this spot. Yes, yes they are. The They are, for sure. The squid things are definitely pooping. Whenever they poop on your head, you get a brain virus. So best to avoid going underneath those things. Power needs to come back on. I need toast. Alrighty. Needless to say, the two countries I would never want to visit strictly because I think I would probably be murdered there. Like, definitely don't want to go to Africa or Australia. Like, I want to go there because the place looks cool, but I'd be afraid that I would sit down on a toilet in Australia and be eaten by a spider. Or if I went to Africa, I would just die because there's no power. I need my gaming fix. Like, I wouldn't survive the whole day there. My sugar levels aren't doing great. Oh, yeah. You don't have anything, like, on hand that you could just eat? Like, there's no, like, you don't keep anything that doesn't need to be refrigerated for that? You don't have any fruit that you could eat? Like bananas, apples, whatever else? Oh, man. I guess if you have to, can't you just eat the bread without having to cook it? I got to the point where I just can't anymore. I get it. I get it. I didn't know that, Ralph. You're in what? You're originally from West Africa, huh? I never really asked because it doesn't matter to me where people are from. But I do like knowing that kind of knowledge. That's interesting. I've never been outside the United States, so I'm just a milquetoast American. Like, I can't. I'm not a very worldly person, unfortunately. Sierra Leone? Okay. Huge. Yeah. I agree with that statement. It's huge. Like, in general. Which is why we need to just, again, going back to the respect thing. Like, it's a world we gotta share with so many awesome people. Like, you just gotta respect people and leave others alone. Live and let live. But yeah, my heritage leans more towards Native American, but like, I'm not allowed to claim as much because I was never raised on a reservation. So, I'm just not allowed. By law. Oh, what is this lag spike? Is it... I think it's because it's loading in my base. Jeez, don't do that ever again, please. So, I was telling people there, Ralph, that I'm hoping... French and German, Tashi? Yeah. My, I'm not going to say it out loud, but my last name is German, so... There's a large mix of that in there, too. And I don't even want to know how the two crossed, so... I don't go too far digging into the past. Because it doesn't affect my present. I don't really care about those things too much because what matters is how you feel and how you are. Like, be whoever you want. Nowadays, that seems to be the trend anyway. Like, oh, definitely French. Yeah. French and German. That's an interesting combination. I don't know. I've always found African, Spanish, and French. See, I don't think I have any French. Yeah, we all do. Like, if you take one of those genetic tests, like, you're going to come back with all kinds of stuff. It's interesting to note and to be able to think, wow, how did all that happen? But, like, it doesn't define who you are as a person. So I don't pay attention to it too much. I don't know. Maybe that makes me a terrible person, but most people in Africa are a mix of French and German. Really? I didn't know that. It's kind of interesting. My whole family is. Well, I would assume... No offense, Ralph, but... Oh, man. I would assume if you are, that the rest of your family would be too. Unless you were adopted, I suppose. Europeans came here and took the land, didn't get far. Okay. Alrighty then. War, huh? I might just have to look that up. Like I said, I'm not a highly educated individual, so I like that people bring this kind of information to me so I can learn. The real question is, will I retain any of it? I'll endeavor to. Will I? No promises. No promises. So, Ralph, I don't recall if I asked you specifically or not, but did you sign up for that PAX Day and that Dune Awakening MMOs? Did they make the exotic meteor things more frequent? Jeez. Bird! Oh, I missed. That Dune MMO is going to be coming out here very, very soon, with a demo, and I would love to try out both those MMOs with you if we have the opportunity to do so. It was a lot of fun playing Once Human with you. I'm hoping that we can do the same for these ones as well. We don't have much time. Why don't we... Can I sign up on their site? I believe so. So... I believe what's happening with Dune is... Like, they're giving out... They gave a link out on their Discord for people to go sign up, which just redirected you to their site. So you should be able to. I'm hoping that Lore Kit or something like that, they have... I think Lore Kit has one of those campaigns going on where you can sign up for access to it as well. That's why it didn't complete. The other one's in my hotbar. I was like, where did the other one go? Yeah, my channel's not big enough to get in on that campaign, though, so I don't know what your metrics look like, but mine aren't good enough.
Warning, clear immediate area.
Nah, give me the hedgehogs. Why not?
Preparing to ascend.
But yeah, there's a couple MMOs coming out this year. The other one was going to be that First Descendant. I don't know if you know anything about that one. That one's interesting. It's kind of like Destiny. It's kind of in the same genre as Destiny is. The beta that they had for it last year was really good. But it looks like one of those games, you know, that's made by a publisher that's known for doing some pretty nasty stuff with microtransactions. So I don't know if it's going to be pay to win or not. But what they showed in the demo was a lot of fun. Oh, so you did play the First Descendant. Okay. Well, what did you think of it, if I could ask? It's nice being able to leave your base, Put ores in your stuff and have it turn off on its own now. I like that. Like, Tashi, this is what I mean. Like, this is why I got so upset that they're like, they're doing things like this, where these things now take damage. I was out for how long? It didn't take much damage. It took damage, and if I didn't pay attention to it, they would eventually break, right? And as they take damage, they're not gonna be as useful. And then they turn around and do things like this, where things are automated and will turn off on their own. They make this less grindy, and they make everything else take more maintenance. Like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's stupid. They can't make up their mind. Agreed. The demo didn't feel good. Okay. Honestly, I think the reason why I liked that demo is because I didn't like Destiny. Like, I have that game and a lot of the DLCs, which I got for free, and I couldn't bring myself to play it for more than 20 hours. Like, I gave it a legitimate try to see if I would enjoy Destiny, but it was just so meh. Like, the story was terrible. And the gameplay felt good, the traversal felt good, the ability to get a speeder felt good. The PvP was unbalanced AF, and I'm assuming the PvP in most MMOs aren't great. Yay, power. Nice. At any rate, the game was okay. It was okay, but I couldn't get past it for a long period of time. You know what? The stream is like, we're past our normal stream time. I want to see what we're gonna need to make that thumper. And then tomorrow's stream, we're gonna work on fighting bosses in order to get our achievements. So the first boss we're gonna take down is the land shark before we leave this map, and then we'll endeavor to take down the worm, and then the alpha wolf, and then the scorpions are probably gonna be last before coming back to Prometheus, assuming that updates haven't happened since then. And we're going to focus on the lava crawler. The thumper needs cement and titanium. We can actually make that right now. So let's get that queued up, and then we can call it from there. Bam. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the content today. We got a little bit distracted with some real talk, but I'm never going to be anything if not honest with people about my feelings, but we're going to stay away from anything political because we just don't do that here. I don't even really go into politics with my wife, so I'm definitely not doing it on the stream. We're all here to play video games anyway, not stress about life. The best part about video gaming is that it gives you the opportunity to get away from those things. Gives you a break from reality for a moment, a little bit of escapism before having to face the world in the morning. There is our thumper. Bam. Get out of here, bird. Give me that. Bam. The thumper is huge. Bam. Oh. Whoops. What I shouldn't have done was set that down in the base. If you end up with this game, don't put that down in the center of your base. By the way, that's a problem. It's a little bit of a problem. But yeah, what does this take power-wise? Force, hold this. Mineral nodes regenerated, 120, risk level high. Good, good, that's what we want. 1,500, so we need one of these wind turbines, and we'll need our electrical tool, and we can fight the worm. One of the things I want to get before that, however, is probably going to be like the fire bullets, anything incendiary, that or obsidian. The incendiary bullets would allow us to take out that sandworm really, or the land shark really fast. So yeah, hopefully you'll all come back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we fight a bunch of bosses. And I'm having a ton of fun continuing to work here on Icarus. Unfortunately for today, however, that is going to do it for us here. Thank you everybody so much for stopping out. I so greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you'll consider doing the likes and the subs and maybe checking out some of the other content before you go. Sharing it out. Pick your favorites, you know, because every little bit goes a long way towards getting me to that 500 sub goal. And maybe even beyond. But, as always, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, stay healthy out there, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.